February, the month of romance. It culminates in Valentine's Day, a day dedicated to love and affection. We express our feelings with cards, flowers, and chocolates. But how did we come to celebrate love in this way? The origins of Valentine's Day are shrouded in mystery. Some stories link it to a Roman festival, others connect it to Saint Valentine, a figure associated with love and sacrifice. Regardless of its origins, Valentine's Day reminds us of a powerful human experience, love. It's a universal language, transcending time and culture. And throughout history, artists have captured its essence in their work. Paintings, sculptures, music, and poetry all bear witness to love's enduring power. These artworks offer us a glimpse into the hearts of others. They invite us to reflect on our own experiences with love. Art acts as a mirror to the soul. It reflects our deepest emotions, including love. By exploring how love is depicted in art, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We connect with the shared human experience of this complex and powerful emotion. Through art, we celebrate love in all its forms. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, I curated for you a list of the 10 most beautiful artworks with the love theme. Love in art history was a common topic, and it was inspirational to artists for centuries. From kissing to just gazing at each other, love is still an inspiration in art. You are doubtless familiar with Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty. This picture shows her fully reclined upon some elegant blue drapery. But far from being limited to the role of a languishing muse, here she is reprimanding her son Cupid. The latter, frequently associated with images of Valentine's Day, has had his bow and arrows confiscated, shielding prospective loving couples from his aim and sting. The love-related theme is continued by the 2 turtle doves in the foreground, locking beaks among the roses. As for the golden orb, this is none other than the golden apple gifted to Venus by Trojan Prince Paris upon declaring her the most beautiful, to the detriment of both Juno, wife of Jupiter, and Minerva, goddess of wisdom and war. The background is somewhat more discreet. A rabbit, symbol of voluptuousness, can be seen at the feet of Venus, together with a couple running headlong into the lair of Vulcan's forge, a reference to Hades. Venus seems to be advocating moderation in matters of love. Alessandro Allori is the artist, a disciple of Bronzino, representing the Florentine Mannerist movement. This is reflected in the elongated proportions of the body and the sensitive rendition of the musculature inherited from Michelangelo. Allori may in fact have based himself on a prototype of Venus disarming Cupid by Michelangelo. The enameled appearance of the painting, together with the coldness of the lighting, are however characteristic of Bronzino and underline the moralizing content of the painting, which nevertheless once belonged to Philippe of Orleans, 1674 to 1723, the Prince Regent, who was renowned for his dissolute morals. Auguste Rodin, The Kiss. One of the most famous statues representing love in art history is Auguste Rodin's The Kiss. Made in 1882, it was initially designed for one of Rodin's masterpieces, The Gates of Hell. He depicted a couple from Dante's Inferno, Francesca da Rimini and Paolo Malatesta. A few statue versions are preserved today, and they can be seen in Paris, Copenhagen, and Mexico City. René Magritte, The Lovers. René Magritte is one of the most famous surrealist artists. He made this painting, which is one of the most iconic representations of love in art history, in 1928. His idea was to recreate the cinematic close-up kiss and hide this intimate moment in a way by putting a veil over the couple. It's a typical style of his paintings, only with a romantic twist. The key event in Magritte's life was the suicide of his mother, which occurred when the artist was 12 years old. René Magritte's mother had thrown herself into the Sambre river, and when she was recovered, her face was hidden by her nightgown. That tragic event shook the artist's life forever, and he never ceased to remember his mother in his works. Frans Hals, Marriage Portrait of Isaac Massa and Beatrix van der Leen. I already mentioned how some of my favorite paintings with the love theme are from the Dutch Golden Ages. Although more traditional in style, we won't find many arranged marriages among the couples presented in the Dutch paintings during the 17th century, as was the case in the rest of Europe. The middle-class people were well-educated, wealthy, and free to marry whomever they wanted. And you can clearly see that by this wedding portrait and a quiet, happy-in-love couple on it. So love and street art heals the world. Banksy, kissing coppers. From 2004 is one of the most famous artworks created by Banksy. It's a stencil graffiti representing two British policemen kissing. Although it's not an artwork placed in a museum, its location in a pub makes it a part of the message Banksy wanted to share. He originally placed this stencil in the Prince Albert pub in Brighton. However, since the work was constantly vandalized, the pub owners decided to sell it and put a copy instead. It's definitely interesting to observe what kind of feeling can art provoke in its viewers. Constantin Brancusi, The Kiss. How romantic is the fact that the first modern statue of the 20th century is dedicated to love. Constantin Brancusi's The Kiss was made between 1907 and 1908 and represents a couple kissing. The artist made numerous versions of this sculpture. In its style, it's a proto-cubist statue, and with each other version, he geometrized it even more. However, even in this simple form, he represented love in art perfectly. Kitagawa Utamaro is one of the most famous Japanese artists of ukiyo-e woodblock prints and paintings. Erotic illustrations were quite popular in Japanese art in the 18th century. Utamaro was also well known for working within that genre. However, contrary to other representatives, his work is much more sensual and intimate. Although we cannot see their faces, we can feel the love and passion between the couple. Peter Paul Rubens' The Honeysuckle Bower. One of the first paintings depicting love in art, but also a self-portrait, is Peter Paul Rubens' The Honeysuckle Bower. The artist painted himself and his first wife, Isabella Brandt, in this painting from 1609. They are sitting in a garden. That's a common symbol of love. However, by holding their hands, we know this is a wedding portrait as well. Gustav Klimt, The Kiss. Klimt's famous painting was created sometime in 1907 or 1908. He painted a couple standing at the edge of a meadow filled with flowers in front of the golden background. The couple is kissing, which was something quite common in Klimt's work, with his focus on love and intimacy. Besides that, the flatness and usage of ornaments make this painting so unique. The man's robe is covered with geometric ornaments, while the woman's dress is filled with circular forms. The flower meadow feels more like a texture made of floral arrangements than a part of nature. Section 4. The artist's heart life bleeding into art. Art is not created in a vacuum. Artists are influenced by their own experiences, beliefs, and relationships. Their personal lives often find expression in their work, adding another layer of meaning to their depictions of love. One such example is Frida Kahlo, a Mexican painter known for her self-portraits. Kahlo's turbulent relationship with fellow artist Diego Rivera heavily influenced her work. Her paintings often explore themes of love, pain, and longing. Kahlo's art provides a raw and honest portrayal of the complexities of love. Similarly, Auguste Rodin's The Kiss was inspired by his passionate affair with Camille Claudel, a fellow sculptor. The sculpture's intense emotionality reflects the couple's all-consuming love. Rodin's own experiences with love and loss infuse the sculpture with a sense of longing and desire. Section 5. Love's timeless portrait. As we celebrate Valentine's Day, it's worth reflecting on the enduring power of love as depicted in art. Throughout history, artists have grappled with love's complexities. They've depicted its joys, its sorrows, and its transformative power. These artworks offer us a glimpse into the human heart. They remind us that love is a universal language that transcends time and culture. Whether it's Botticelli's idealized Venus or Kahlo's raw self-portraits, art allows us to connect with the shared human experience of love. It reminds us of love's timeless appeal. It invites us to reflect on our own experiences and appreciate the many forms love can take. So this Valentine's Day, let us celebrate love in all its forms. Let us be inspired by the artists who have captured its essence for centuries. Art history is filled with beautiful presentations of love in art. There are many more, but I hope this small curated selection will remind you of some true values Valentine's Day represents. What's your favorite artwork with the theme of love in art? Let us know in the comments.